Think about it. Alright. How old was I? If I had to guess, I'd say somewhere in the 8 years old to 12 years old phase. Still not 100% aware of sex and that kind of stuff. I mean, I kind of had an idea of it. It must have been around age 11, 12. I kind of knew what it was. I mean, I've never done anything and never really seen much. So, we used to go camping a lot. And we were camping, and I was really bored one day. And I was sitting by the campfire during the daytime. Now, thank you guys for getting me to tell stories. You've lightened my mood. Now, think about the children, Jesse. Now, guys, you have no idea where this is going to go. I'm building the suspense. So I'm bored as shit. You know, cell phones weren't really big then. I made a no, I don't think I had one. I was sitting in this camping chair. My one friend, who was a girl, was sitting next to me in the camping chair. We're just sitting by this campfire that's non-existent. It's just the fire pit. Once again, it's midday. It's really hot out. We're just chilling. So-and-so, what are we going to do today? I don't know. What can we do today? You want to ride bikes? We did that yesterday. Oh, okay. You want to just sit here? Yeah, I think we're just going to sit here. So we're just sitting there, kind of shooting the shit. And meanwhile, both of our mothers were at the pool. You know, the campground had a pool, so they were at the pool. And the moms come back because they were thirsty. They wanted to get lunch. That's all well and good. You guys have no idea where this is going. So the moms come back. And, not my mom, but my friend's mom, the one friend that was sitting right next to me, goes into the cooler that we had outside of the camper to get a beverage. She's getting a drink, probably get a bottle of water or something, who the fuck knows. Now, my friend's mom she was wearing a bikini. Now, she's an older woman, you know, nearing 50. She had on a bikini, but she had kind of like a shirt over it, if you know what I'm saying. She had this shirt draped over it. It was pretty long, so it covered her bottom half too. You know what I'm saying here? So she goes to get a drink out of this cooler, so she needs to bend over to do it. Kind of see where this is going here. Now I hear the cooler door pop open, and I'm like, oh, what was that sound? And I glance over, and here we go, guys. I don't know how it happened, but while she was bending over, her bikini, right around the crotch region, it was not where it needed to be. It was almost curled over, like it was in a bunch, and off to the side. So when I looked over, I saw her bending over, and it's not oh, I'm checking out her ass or anything, but, you know, when someone's bending over, that's just the first thing you see. But she was bending over so much that I didn't see her butt crack. No. I saw her coochie! I didn't just see her coochie. I saw there was a bush. There was hair. There was hair everywhere. It was a huge thing of hair and nastiness. And I was like, now keep in mind, I'm 11, 12 at the time. I'd never seen anything like this. This was my friend who was a girl's mom. And I'd never seen anything like that. And I immediately made an audible sound. I made an incoherent sound that was like, oh! 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 And my friend, the girl, she didn't look over and look at the cooler at the moment I did, or else she would have never been the same either. She looked at me and was like, "Are you okay?" Now, Jesse, at this point, I could have told my friend, I just saw your mom's coochie. But what would that do to her? You know what I mean? What would she think after that? She was like, "Why are you freaking out?" And I'm just like, I can't say anything. She's like, what's wrong? Why are you freaking out? You just made a sound. And I'm like, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. She's like, why can't you tell me? And then suddenly, just like you guys needed to beg for this story, she needed to know why I was freaking out. And I told her, I was like, I didn't even know what to call it. I was 11, 12. I didn't know what to call vagina. I wasn't going to say vagina because that's just weird. I wasn't going to say coochie. I wasn't going to say... I was like, I saw your mom's... Yeah, I saw her, I saw her... And she's like, what are you talking... And she started to get real... She got that face like, Jesse, what did you see? I saw her and she knew what I was talking about. Then suddenly the mom, who was bending over and I saw her thing, she turned around and came over to us and like, oh, hey, what are you guys doing today? Just casually sipping our beverage. And I'm just like, she's probably drinking like Hawaiian Punch or something. And I was like, she's like, what's going on? Why are you guys freaking out? And me and my friend are looking at each other. We're like, oh my God. Like, and my friend was like, this is so uncomfortable. This is so awkward. This is so awkward. This is so awkward. So awkward. And I was like, and then suddenly other people came over, like family members, and came over, like, what's the hubbub? Literally, there was so much attention being drawn to it because I was like freaking out about it. Everybody came over. It was suddenly we had a little community there. Everyone's like, what's going on? What, Jesse? What's wrong? What's wrong with you and your friend? And I'm just like, shit. There's too much attention to it. We're screwed. We're done. And I came out and I was like, guys, everybody, I can't. There's no easy way to say this, but I saw her. I saw Mrs. So-and-so's, I saw hair, and I saw her, yeah. And everyone was like, and the mom herself, deep shade of red, suddenly was just like, oh my, no, you didn't see, no, I have a bathing suit on under that, you didn't. And I was like, no, it like curled. It was like a curly fry, and it just kind of, it swung around it, and I could see it. And she tried to deny it, and I told her, I was like, I saw it. And, yeah, I grew up after, that's when I grew up. That's when I became a man. After I saw it. It's funny. And then suddenly, everybody started laughing, but her. I mean, eventually she came around and started to laugh, too. She was inevitably a good sport about it. I mean, she kind of had to be because everybody was laughing. And to that day, I could still visualize it. I was really traumatized by that. And everybody called her Mrs. Robinson after that. I guess that was like an old... I don't know. I think that was... I don't know. So, yeah. That happened. And now to this day, whenever I see her, it's just like it's something we bring up. And we're like, yeah, remember that time you saw her? They call her Bushy. It's crazy. That was the story, guys. I'm sorry you had to hear that. Sorry. And that's when I realized the female anatomy is complicated. It is weird. It's a flesh wound. Forever engraved. Yep. Can't shake that. That was the first time I'd ever seen one of those. And trust me, it was not how I envisioned it. Well, I didn't even envision it. I was young at the time. My innocence was stripped from me. Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Here's my bushy coochie. Shave away. Hey. Yeah. I should bring Uncle Larry on the stream some night. So that was a story. Yeah, I got reminded of that a few days ago. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that story. How could I forget that shit? Yeah. Completely right. 2K Beast, you're right. Yes, Simon Garfunkel, Mrs. Robinson, from it was used in The Graduate. I had seen that movie. It's been a while. Thank you for refreshing that. Yes. I enjoyed that movie. Oh man. Yeah, Brandy, I wonder. I love tacos. Tacos is up there my favorite food. Jess, what did you just say? I liked it? I did not like it. I thought it was hilarious that it happened. Tragic. I did not like it though. If anything, that's when I turned gay. Yeah, and I never went camping again. Shout out to the Aussies, hell yeah.